If you guys didn't know, I just started my brand new Fortnite channel where I upload Fortnite tips, updates, best moments, and more. If you guys play Fortnite, be sure to click that link down in the description, go over there, and subscribe. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin, and welcome back to the Call of Duty World War II video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the bar, which is still probably my favorite gun in this game, and the way that you can actually get a free variant that was available all of this week. So some of you guys probably already know about this, but even if you do, I want to talk more about how to get this variant for those that don't know, and if you do know how and you already have it, I want to talk a bit about it, what its significance is, and the best class setup, and how I think the bar still performs at this point in the game. So a lot of stuff to talk about. If you guys could drop a like on this video, a late night upload, maybe early morning when you guys are watching this, smack that like button. Let's go ahead and go for 323 likes. That would be awesome if we could hit that, and of course subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and not already subscribed. I appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me. It's been absolutely awesome, and honestly World War II has been pretty fun and pretty lively for the past couple of weeks, and of course there's new weapon changes. I gotta make videos on those. There's a bunch of stuff for me to do. I just need to, you know, work really hard and get all this stuff done, because World War II actually has been, after going through a dry period, they've been doing a lot of updates and a lot of positive stuff. So basically how you get this gun is you probably have about 2 or 3 more days left to activate the contract when I'm uploading this video. I think it resets around Tuesday or something like that, but basically there's a weekly order under the operations officer, and you just have to sign up for it before it ends. You don't have to actually complete it before your 2 days are over, as long as you don't cancel it. But basically you sign up for it, and all it is to get 400 kills with a rifle, and you will actually unlock the bar old captain, which is a major deal to me. Of course they've had these contracts before where you can unlock variants, but the thing is that the bar old captain, and I personally, I open a bunch of supply drops. I play the game a lot. I mean, you guys have seen how many variants I have. For like the Type 100, I have like almost every variant. The PPSH, like I have so many variants in this game, but the one that always eluded me was the bar. I could never get the bar variant, and now they've actually given one away for free, and I was super hyped, so I went ahead and did this. So the challenge is to get 400 kills with a rifle. This challenge is very easy. I completed it in literally maybe like an hour or two. The way that you can do it is simply by playing Shipment 24/7 under the featured tab, and just use a rifle on Shipment. I use the Volk, I use the bar a little bit, and you can get 400 kills with a rifle very, very fast. But of course you can do it at your own pace, because once the contract is activated, you don't really have to worry about completing it right away. I'm sure lots of you guys watching this video probably have this completed already, but if you don't, I highly recommend logging on and at least activating that contract, because this is a once in a lifetime opportunity to get a chance at a bar variant. And that's why as soon as I saw it, I hopped on it right away and completed it the same day. I completed it I think yesterday or 2 days ago, something like that, and then I played with this bar old captain variant. Now this variant is very cool for the fact that, number one, it changes the iron sights of the bar. As you guys can see, it makes it look like a little sort of circle on it instead of the flat surface. I honestly like this sight, I think, more than the default one, and usually when I would use the bar with the default, I would run with a class setup with a red dot on it, but with this one I don't think you need the red dot. I don't know, it's all up to personal preference. I personally enjoy this sight, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to unlock different bar variants, because there's other variants of the bar that I mean, most of them I think rock this exact same sight, and now it's available for free in the game. So when I have this sight, I've designed not a completely different class setup, but a different class setup to use with this gun, because I don't need to sort of waste a slot on that red dot. So the class setup that I use with this gun, basically I use the bar, and I use, of course, infantry. I don't think you could literally, you have to run infantry with most assault rifles, especially with this one, because you want that strafing, and you're gonna run out of ammo really fast if you don't have infantry on. And I've noticed that with pretty much all of my class setups, and that's why one of the reasons why I always run it. So I run infantry. I also run Hunker. Now Hunker is one that I've been playing a bit of Dom XL and a bit of Dom 50, and I'll talk about that more later in this video, but Hunker definitely is one that is needed because of all the grenades going around in objective game modes. I mean, I've talked about this so many times. I use Hunker. But then as far as my perk setup, or not my perk setup, excuse me, my attachment setup, that's where I changed it up a little bit. So I don't need to run the red dot. I still, however, need to run the extended mags, because the bar only has 20 bullets in it. In each magazine, so you really do need extended mags to pull that up to 30, which still is fairly minuscule, and you'll find yourself reloading a lot, different stuff like that.
You can see pretty much everyone in this game is using this gun. It's like probably the most hype gun right now in the game. But definitely focus on using extended mags. I don't think that's really an option. The only time when I don't use extended mags on the bar is search and destroy, because search and destroy, I mean, 20 bullets is so bad, like, to have in an assault rifle, and you're going to be reloading so often. But search and destroy, of course, you have more time. It's a more slower paced game mode. That's how it's designed. But in normal domination or any other game mode, I always run extended mags. My second attachment, of course, would be grip. This is standard. The bar has, I still think it's probably the best gun in the game, but it has gotten a bunch of nerfs, and one of it was increasing the recoil. But if you slap that grip on it, it makes it have little to no recoil, and that's why I definitely recommend rocking with that. And then the third attachment is where I mix it up. So because I don't have to use the red dot because I like this sight, I can run whatever I want. And what I find works really well on this class is quick draw. Quick draw with assault rifles, with the new ADS, or they're not really new, maybe like 2 months ago, 1 month ago, the changes to the sprint out times in ADS. With quick draw now, this thing seems to be a machine, and I think quick draw is becoming, for me personally, more of an option on assault rifles and even SMGs than it was at the start of the game, because the issue with the start of the game was the sprint out time was so slow. Quick draw really didn't help, but after these changes, I think quick draw is moving its stock up in the game, and definitely quick draw works well on this gun, and I'm able to do well with it at, close to medium range, which is awesome, as well as the bar is very good at long range, probably better than the Volk after the damage range nerf to that. And that's as far as my class setup goes. Now, talking about the bar, I still think it's probably the best gun in the game. It's at least a top 3 gun in the game. And I mean, you can ask, competitive players, pub stompers, this gun is really great. And the fact that there's a free variant available is a 100% an opportunity that we need to snatch on right now. And I hope that they keep doing this, where every week there's a free variant available, because I think that's something that should, I mean, it is free. Technically, you do have to do a little work for it. 400 kills with a rifle, you're probably going to do that anyway. It's fairly easy. And I think that there should be more of these challenges to get variants, because this is something that keeps the game alive. And this was a hidden variant, I guess you could say, in the game, because if you look under the bar, there's the dude up, there's some other variants, but there's only a couple of them, and none of them are the old captain. So this was one of the ones that is hidden, that doesn't show under the basically when you go look at it in the class setups, and that's because it's made for a challenge or something like that. And we've had many of these before. We had the M19 Wilco, the M19 Handler. I think there's been some other ones, and I hope this keeps going in the future, because it definitely is really awesome. As far as Domination and Domination XL, I've been playing a mix of both back and forth for the past couple days. I find that Dom XL, it's really awesome. The only time where it's crazy is Shipment on 100 points per kill on Dom. That can be a little bit overboard, but 100 points per kill on all the other maps works really well. The issue I find with Dom XL right now is just that it's a lot of tryhards in there, and all the tryhards are moved over to Dom XL. So if you hop into Domination Normal, you can find some noobs and some good lobbies. But I think that when this vote comes out on Monday, and everyone has to vote basically on what they want, if they want it to be 100 points per kill or 50, based on previous votes that were had back months ago, everyone seemed to want 100 points per kill in Dom, and I've even seen some people on Twitter that were really adamant about keeping it 50, saying that they really do enjoy the 100 points per kill. I definitely think that because of how weak the streaks are in this game, 100 points per kill is the way to go, unless they're going to be buffing the streaks, which they have talked about. That is one thing that I just remembered right now. They've talked about, changes coming to the score streaks, and those really haven't come out yet. I'm sure they're working on them, and then, they've been updating a bunch of different stuff, and that's definitely something that hopefully will come out, and just the balance of this game is definitely increasing, and the enjoyment level that I have on this game is going up as the game is updating. Hopefully by the time summer comes out, this game is absolutely in full swing, which is kind of weird to say, because usually Call of Duty's back in the day when they come out, they're in full swing right away. But at least the support that Sledgehammer has shown, and the communication with the fan base through Reddit, Twitter, the blog posts, stuff like that, it's probably been the best ever communication with the fan base. Now, that doesn't mean they listen to the fans every single time. It just means that they've communicated a bit back and forth. And I never thought we'd even be getting Dom 100 points per kill, because Michael Condrey and them back back when people were complaining about it, said that it was strategically placed to be 50 points per kill and that players enjoyed it more, and people were kind of mad. So definitely they've been doing well on that, and I hope when the next Call of Duty comes out, which it is Treyarch, which Treyarch has a great track record, I don't think they've ever messed up on like a release having things not ready. So I hope that that game is fully ready when it comes out, because it is kind of weird with that's been Call of Duty's biggest downfall, I'd say, as of recent, is that the games have been good, but they have been sort of not ready at launch, which if they truly do the 3 years and working on a game for 3 years, it seems like they should be ready at launch. But anyway, that's a topic. I'm just rambling at this point. That's a topic for another day. This Bar Old Captain, go on the game, get this, use this, class it up. It's still a god gun. It's still one of the best guns in the game, and I absolutely love it. This variant is amazing. Thanks for watching, guys. Smack the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, sub for Cookie and Don't Looky, and that's about it, guys, and I'm out. Peace. Have a great night.